Howdy. Yeah, it's a pretty nice day. I got the camera turned around today because I just want to get some footage of me walking forward. I plan on making videos, collages, stuff like that when I'm done of my trip, so I need some forward-facing footage. But I'm here, so y'all can ask away. If I get a chance to look, I'll look. And you can see I don't have very much shoulder today. Lots of hills. I swear grunting helps. Cursing helps too, but I'll try to keep it clean. Hi from Afghanistan. Wow, thanks for watching. Oh, yes, sir. Well, I'm headed toward Forest City today. I got about 3.5 more miles to go until I get there. Last night was pretty dismal. It was super hot, super humid. I couldn't fall asleep. Just sweating all night. I finally fell asleep for about an hour or two, and right around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning it started getting cold. So I got out of my hammock and realized Molly wasn't laying on her bed, and I found her at the very end of her 12-foot tether laying on asphalt, because I quickly discovered that the ants had swarmed our site. So I got up to get my sleeping bag and go pee, and mid pee I realized that I had walking through a huge ant city, and my feet are just covered in ant bites now. So is Molly. So we didn't sleep well at all. It took me forever to get all the ants off of both of us. And once I did, and I wanted to get all that done before I got back in the tent, because I didn't want to bring ants in there and then bite me and wake me up all night. So once the ant issue was taken care of, and I went pee, couldn't do anything for Molly except I moved her tether so that she could lay out further away from the ants. But she was still up all night. She kept moving around. Every time she'd move around, she'd wake me up. Not that I was sleeping in the first place. And then I woke up at one point and I felt something hard under my butt. And I don't know what happened. I guess the strap slipped in the middle of the night or something. The hammock tent just sloped down and was touching the ground. So this was probably 4 or 5 in the morning. So I got up and readjusted the straps. Got bit by ants again. Went pee again. Got back in the tent. Set my alarm for 8. I forgot I had a 6 o'clock alarm. So that went off and woke me up, and I decided I wasn't going to deal with trying to sleep anymore, so I got up at 6, started packing everything up. Got everything packed up. Got out my meds that I gotta take every morning. Took my meds, drank some water. Ate some snacks for breakfast. Got Molly her food. And about 7 o'clock, I was ready to leave, ready to head out. I wanted to get out of there before church started. So I started traveling I wanted to start traveling about 7. As soon as I went to move the cart, I realized it didn't want to move. So I looked and the front tire was completely flat. A tiny little twig. It wasn't a thorn, it wasn't a nail. I really don't understand. I mean, I could snap it with my fingers, no problem. I don't really understand why that tiny little twig pierced the tire and the inner tube, but it did. So luckily I have 3 spare inner tubes. So I changed out the first inner tube today. I have an inner tube patch kit, which I'll use to patch the one with the hole in it once I get stopped somewhere. So last night sucked. So a really sucky night after a really long day of walking. But yesterday was a good day, and I've got optimistic hopes that today's going to be a good day. I'm just tired, real tired, and ant bit, and I smell like a bum, I'm sure, because I can smell my own BO. I feel sorry for anybody that comes near me. I just need a sink to take a sink bath and do some sink laundry, and I'll be good. So, needless to say, I got a pretty early start today. I've already walked about 6.5, maybe 7 miles. If you're wondering why the camera's turned around, I'm sorry about that. I need to get some forward footage of me walking for some of my montages and whatnot that I put together later. If I don't reply to any of your comments, I'm sorry. I'll reply later. It's hard to read and walk at the same time. Terrain is really pretty here. It's harder to walk. The hills are so steep all the time.